Moscow by Anton Pavlovich Chekhov. October 22, 1901. 5 days have passed since I read your play, The Petty Bourgeois. I have not written to you till now because I could not get hold of the fourth act. I have kept waiting for it, and I still have not got it. And so I have only read 3 acts, but that I think is enough to judge of the play. It is, as I expected, very good written, a La Gorky original, very interesting. And to begin by talking of the defects, I have noticed only one, a defect incorrigible, as red hair. In a red-haired manth conservatism of the form, you make new and original people sing new songs to an accompaniment that looks second-hand. You have 4 acts. The characters deliver edifying discourses. There is a feeling of alarm before long speeches, and so on and so on. But all that is not important, and it is also to speak drowned in the good points of the play. Perchihin, how living his daughter is enchanting. Tatiana and Pyotr are also, and their mother is a splendid old woman. The central figure of the play, Nil, is vigorously drawn and extremely interesting. In fact, the play takes hold of one from the first act. Only God preserve you from letting anyone act Perchihin except Artyom, while Alexeyev Stanislavsky must certainly play Nil. Those 2 figures will do just what's needed. Pyotr Meyerhold. Only Nil's part, a wonderful part, must be made 2 or 3 times as long. You ought to end the play with it, to make it the leading part. Only do not contrast him with Pyotr and Tatiana. Let him be by himself, and them by themselves, all wonderful, splendid people, independently of each other. When Nil tries to seem superior to Pyotr and Tatiana, and says of himself that he is a fine fellow, the element so characteristic of our decent working man, the element of modesty, is lost. He boasts, he argues, but you know one can see what sort of man he is without that. Let him be merry, let him play pranks through the whole 4 acts. Let him eat a great deal after his work, and that will be enough for him to conquer the audience. With Pyotr, I repeat, is good most likely. You don't even suspect how good he is. Tatiana, too, is a finished figure, only as she ought really to be a schoolmistress, ought to be teaching children, ought to come home from school, ought to be taken up with her pupils and exercise books, and it ought to be mentioned in the first or second act that she has attempted to poison herself. Then after that hint, the poisoning in the 3rd act will not seem so startling, and will be more in place. Telerev talks too much. Such characters ought to be shown bit by bit between others, for in any case, such people are everywhere merely incidental, both in life and on the stage. Make Alina dine with all the rest in the first act. Let her sit and make jokes, or else there is very little of her, and she is not clear. Her avowal to Pyotr is too abrupt on the stage. It would come out in too high relief. Make her a passionate woman, if not loving, at least apt to fall in love.